ain't feeling lonely, and I wanna admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, were those gonna lift me up this time? You were the only one who got me.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, I would love if you would subscribe down below so you don't miss any of my videos. I just wanted to point out I am not naked. I have a shirt on. It's like a little tube top, so just so you know, I'm not sitting here in the nude filming, although I kind of wish I was because it's like 1,000 degrees in this room and there's no air conditioning in it, so let's move on. Today's video is going to be on the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I have been wanting to get this palette for the longest time. As we all know here, it took like 2 years for her to create this palette with a lot of like time and effort that she put into it. And I will say that after playing with it, I think it is well worth the 2 years and the patience of waiting. This is what the palette looks like. It is beyond gorgeous. It has so many colors in here that you could create so many different looks. You have your neutrals, you have like your warm tones, you have some cool tones, and you have some pops of color in here, which is awesome because you really have everything in here. You also do get a black in here. So today I created this makeup look that I'm wearing right now using the purple and a few shades over here and some shades up through here. I love wearing purple on my eyes because I have green eyes, so the purple really makes them stand out. I am obsessed with the color in here called Hunts. This is like what the palette is like most known for. It is just this gorgeous red burnt color. It is so beautiful. I have created looks with this palette using those colors and they come out beautiful, but I wanted to do a look that was more like fun, like more of a colorful look, because I feel like there's so many like warm looks using this palette, especially Jaclyn Hill did one. We all know she loves her warm shades, so she already created kind of a warm smoky eye. So I just wanted to play with like the purples and create something different. I'm sure there are looks that are already like this on YouTube already because this purple is just so beautiful that it stood out to me. So this is the look that I created. So I originally was going to do like a review on this palette and swatches and everything, but there are so many videos now with the swatches and everything like that. Let me know if you guys would like to see that, and I would definitely do that for you guys. But I will show you guys a couple swatches just so you guys get an idea, but those are just 3 of some of the shades, but look how pigmented that is. It is crazy. I will say that you do get a little bit of fallout with this palette just because they are so creamy and intensely pigmented that that's just what's going to happen, especially because they're so creamy. You do get a little bit of fallout. That is some of the colors right there. So intense, so beautiful. And they do apply well on the eyes. All of the shades in here, I think they're so beautiful. And I love Jaclyn Hill so much. She's my inspiration. She's the reason why I really got into makeup. I mean, I am a hairstylist, so I have my cosmetology license and I've always been into makeup, but I found her videos when she first started. I found her videos and I was just so inspired by her. I learned so many things from her and I am just one of her biggest fans. She's just an amazing person. But yeah, enough talking and chit-chatting. I will let you guys get into the makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this and give me a thumbs up if you did, and let's just get on into the tutorial. Alright, so starting off with the eyes, I'm just going to go in and use a concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. This is just going to conceal all our veins on our eyes and act as a primer. If you guys like using primers, then you can use a primer. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going in with this color right here. Unfortunately, when I got my palette, I didn't get the shade names in my palette. I don't know where it was, so I don't know the names of these, so I'm just kind of like pointing to them, and I hope you guys get the idea. But I'm just putting this light shade into my crease just so we have a little bit of a base, so it's not just like a stark purple. So next I'm going in with this deeper purple and a more tapered brush, and I'm just focusing this in the outer corner. It is going to look a little sloppy, but we're going to take another brush and blend out the edges, and you just want to keep doing this until you have a smooth transition. So the next shade we're taking is the star of the show. This is the purple color in the palette. And I am spritzing my brush with some setting spray. You could use Fix Plus or anything that is more wet consistency. That way the color pops and goes on a little bit more like metallic. So I'm just going to place this onto my eyelid and also kind of feather it towards the front of my eyelid. But I'm not putting any more pigment down. I'm just kind of using what's left on my brush towards the front because we're going to top it with this color right here. And I'm just going to focus that in the inner corner, and I did spray my brush again so that it's more of a wet consistency. Like I said, it makes the eyeshadow more intense and more metallic. So I am just going to apply that with the brush, and I'm also kind of putting it on top of the purple so that it creates a more lighter purple, so we have a little bit of a gradient rather than just going from like the light shade straight into purple. So I'm just kind of patting this on, and then I will go in with my finger and just kind of pat this all together so it kind of just melts in. And then I'm taking the very first color in the palette, and I'm just going to use this to use as my brow bone highlight. This color is really intense and also very light, so you don't even need a lot. It's very pigmented. So now I'm just going to create a winged liner. I kind of go out of focus because doing eyeliner on camera is actually really hard. Because I have to get like really close to the mirror, so I sometimes get out of focus. But I'm using the L'Oreal, I can't think of the name of it, but I like to use this for the actual like liner part. And then when I go to do the wing, I did switch over to a different liner, and it's the, I can't think of the name of this eyeliner, but I will have it linked down below. It's pretty much the same thing, but it has a little bit more of a finer point to it. So I'm able to get a more kind of like sharp wing with that. And then I went in with some mascara. And I'm going to use lashes, but right now I'm just lining my waterline with a purple eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay eyeliner. I can't think of the name. Everything will be linked down below like it always is. And I'm going to apply some lashes. These ones are the Nicole Gurriero lashes, I believe. I did wear them before, so I don't have the packaging, so I don't know the exact name of them, but I'm pretty sure the Nicole Gurriero ones. So now I'm just going to go back to my face before we finish the eyes. This is the Too Faced Primer. I use this every single time I wear makeup. It's just amazing. And I'm going to mix these two foundations, the Wet n Wild and then the number 7. I find that this color was a little off for me. I thought it would work, but I do have a little bit more warmth to my skin now that I have a tan. So it was a little too ashy, I think. So I tried to warm it up with bronzer, and I think it worked out, but it was just a little off. But I have to say the combination of these two foundation mixed together are beautiful because they give you a really glowy kind of look. I actually really like the mixture of these two together. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. I use this every single time I do my makeup because it's amazing. You only need a little bit because it's so pigmented. I used to just apply the crap out of this on my face, but it is just, you don't need a lot. So I'm just blending that in with my L'Oreal Sponge. If you guys have never tried the L'Oreal Sponge, you need to. It's literally a dupe for the Beauty Blender. I don't really see a difference besides the shape. It's amazing, and I highly, highly recommend it. So now I'm going to zoom you guys back into my eyes. I'm using this same shade we used in the outer corner, and I'm just going to deepen up my crease. Sometimes once you do your winged liner and your lashes, you can kind of see where you want to deepen things up and make things more intense. So I'm pretty much just repeating all the steps that I did before. So I'm going over the purple again, and then I will go back over the lighter shade as well. So now I'm just going to take that same purple that we put on our lid, and I'm really just smoking the lower lash line out. I really wanted this purple to stand out, and especially with green eyes, I feel like it just really makes your green eyes pop. So like I said, I'm just going to kind of feather that into my lower lashes, and then I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to bring that same lighter shade down. So now I'm just going over my liner with a liquid liner. This is the NYC. I find that the other liners dry a little too dull, so I went back over that liner And here I'm using a more intense purple in my actual waterline. And I know I used the Urban Decay one before, but I liked this purple better. This is the ColourPop Piggy Bank liner. I don't know if they discontinued this color or if it's still on the website, but I will have it linked down below if it is. So moving back to the eyes, I'm going to set, or moving back to the face, I'm going to set my under eyes with my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm just using this with my damp sponge and just pressing the powder in any of the areas that we used the concealer. And I will set the rest of my face with the Benefit powder. But I'm just going in and doing my lower lashes really quick with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. This mascara, you guys, is my top favorite mascara now. I am obsessed with it. So here's where I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Benefit powder. And I'm using a big IT Cosmetics fluffy brush. This brush is amazing to apply powder. It's just so big. And now I'm going in with this bronzer. I still don't know how I feel about this. This is new. This is the number 7 bronzer in the color Maple. So I think it's a really pretty color. I just have to play with it more. This is like the second time I used it. I do really like it because it did warm up my skin. But I just don't know how I feel about it yet. It's just one of those things where I'm like, do I like it? Do I not like it? I don't know. So now I'm going in to contour with the Catrice Little Duo. And I'm going in with my Hoola brush that comes with the Hoola bronzer. This brush is amazing to contour with. So if you ever throw this brush out, don't, because it's actually really good. So I'm just going to contour my face with that. And then just to clean things up, this is a little trick that I like to use. I go in with my sponge and my powder, and I'm just carving out that contour just so it cleans up any bronzer that was brought in down too low. Or not brought in, that's not a word, that was brought down too low. I feel like sometimes when you're doing your bronzer, it can really just get too crazy. So this just really cleans everything up. And I'm using a blush, the Rockstar blush from the Benefit collection. And I'm just going to wipe away the bakage on our face because we look a little crazy. So I'm just going to blend that out. And then for my highlight, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier. I think it's the number 1 highlight. And I love this highlight. It's so beautiful. It's definitely more of a cool toned highlight. And that's why I went for it, because we have the cool tones going on our eyes. So I didn't want it to clash with like a warmer toned highlight. So that's why I choose this one. And I just love this highlight because it's so beautiful. Like, it really just looks like you have like light shining on your face, and I just love that look. So now I'm just going to set my brows with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I literally can't live without this brow gel. That's dramatic, but it's true. It literally locks your brows in place for the day. It's amazing. So I'm just setting my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And now all we have left is to do our lips. So I am going to use the Dose of Colors liquid lip in the color Bear With Me. I love this color. It's more of a like peachy nude, and I thought it would be really pretty with the purple eyes, but I didn't really like the way it looked on its own, so I took it a couple steps further. This is a little like excessive, but I find that the more lip products I use, the better I like my lips, because it kind of creates your own shade. So I'm using my favorite lipstick, which is the NYX Butter Lipstick, and not the NYX Butter Lipstick. This is the CoverGirl lipstick in the color Caramel Kiss, and then I'm topping it with the Bare Minerals Gloss in the color Groovy. And that completes this look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!